Today we're making Chex Mix. Super simple, quick and easy. It's a great addition to your next movie night, game night, or any party you're hosting or attending. Let's get cooking. We start by putting 6 tablespoons of butter into a large pan, like so. And we're going to slide this into a preheated 300-degree oven. The butter will melt while we stir the rest of our ingredients together, and then we'll be ready to bake our Chex Mix. We're going to add 8 cups total of Chex into our bowl. I'm just using the bowl from my stand mixer because it has nice measurements right on the side. I skip the Wheat Chex. I like them as cereal. Everyone kind of picks around them in Chex Mix. This is Chex Mix. We don't have to be real fancy with it. If you don't like the Wheat Chex, just use more corn and rice Chex. So I'm going to do about 4 cups of corn Chex, 4 cups of rice Chex here. About right. There we go. To that, I'm going to add a cup or so of mixed nuts. A cup of Cheerios. The Chex Mix I grew up with included Cheerios. Nothing super exact here. A little bit more. A cup of Goldfish. That's my wildcard ingredient. You see a lot of Chex Mix recipes that call for bagel chips or like garlic bagel chips. I don't remember that from my particular Chex Mix formative experiences, and of course Goldfish aren't the usual either, but my household likes them, so we decide our Chex Mix takes Goldfish. And give me 1 second, I almost forgot the mini pretzels. And we're back. About a cup of miniature pretzels. Looks about right. So that's our dry mix. We're going to stir that together. Just a little bit. The other ingredients are seasonings. We have 1.5 teaspoons of seasoned salt, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, and Worcestershire sauce. 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. And what we'll do is pull this pan out of the oven in another minute or 2 once the butter's melted. Pour in the Worcestershire sauce, dump in our dry mix, and then our seasonings. Our butter has melted. I'm impatient, so I melt that on 300. I'm going to go ahead and turn the oven down to 250 for the baking of our Chex Mix. We're going to pour our Worcestershire sauce in the pan and let that just kind of mix in a little bit. Maybe even give it a little tilt. There we go. And here goes our dry mix, followed by our seasonings. I'm going to sprinkle those over, and then we're going to give everything a good stir before we slide it back into the oven. Invariably, some bits of Chex Mix are going to get more seasoning than others, but we will stir this more as it's baking. This is going to bake for a total of 1 hour at 250 degrees. We'll stir roughly every 15 minutes or so and see it when it's done. It's been an hour. Time to pull our Chex Mix out of the oven. We're going to give it a final stir. And for the hardest part of all, we are going to let this cool before we take a taste, although I suppose just a little bit won't hurt. Yep, that's Chex Mix. Thanks for joining us, and we hope that you check back every Friday afternoon at 4 o'clock for a new video.